This video is a walkthrough of Bunga Azaadi's Vichaar Repository, now downloadable and powered by any type. This app is available on both desktop and mobile, and it will host all of Bunga Azaadi's outputs. The Vichaar Repository is a knowledge base designed for a Sikh audience interested in how to do Raajniti effectively. Our aim is to provide the Khalsa in particular with a Khazana wisdom and advanced Vichaars related to Sikhi, statecraft, economics and more, so that when the Khalsa once again gets into a position where it can engage in its own experiments in statecraft, then it won't be doing so blindly. You don't start a business without a business plan, so why start or reform a nation without one? It's not just the wealth of shareholders at stake here. If you get it wrong, you potentially risk the lives and prosperity of millions. Therefore, Bunga Azaadi is providing this as a resource in preparation for that. We as a Panth must revive the Sikh intelligentsia, the same kind that was present during Guru Gobind Singh's Anandpur Darbars, which crafted and forged the mindsets of those Khalsa who established the first Sikh republics, Misls, kingdoms and empires. If you want similar things today, we must start doing the necessary Vichaars and collecting the right wisdom now. If you want Raaj tomorrow, start thinking like Raajai today. So the link to download and get access to the Vichaar repository is available via the website www.azaadism.co.uk/bunga. Once you're in, you should see a screen similar to this one. If you scroll down a bit, you'll see the navigation where you can see access to the Vichaar repository, a change log, which will basically allow us to communicate any changes we made to the repository every time we may update a Vichaar or add a new one, and also a server board, which I'll cover a bit later. If you scroll even further down, you'll see the About section, which explains what the Bunga Azaadi is, what it's for, and the kind of mission of it as well, which you can see in detail here. We also have an FAQ section, which explains what a Bunga is, why this is needed, how it works, and how you can get involved as well, the various ways to do that. So if you scroll back up to the top, you'll see again the navigation. The Vichaar repository we'll explore first. If you click on that, you'll get to this page, which is the official page of the Vichaar repository itself, the kind of directory for it. And in there you'll see the 3 domains that we have active at the moment. More will be added in time, but for so far, Raajniti Vidya, Khalsa Revival, and not just the basics of Sikhi are the main focus domains. So for example, if you click on Raajniti Vidya, we'll be able to see the different Vichaar sections within this domain. And let's say you want to find out a bit more about the law and order kind of related Vichaars, so we click on that one, and you can see the Vichaars currently available. Again, some of these are straight Vichaars. If I click on this non-aggression principle one, you'll have to read the Vichaars straight away. Whereas other ones are a bit more topical, and these will be demarcated as such as well. So for example, this death penalty one has a bunch of Vichaars in it already. So for example, the official Bunga Azaadi position document on the death penalty, you can go through and read that as well, and the various arguments that were put forward in favour or against it. At the bottom here we got a navigation bar, and you click back to go back up the file path and view another Vichaar if you'd like to. And another way we can navigate is by clicking this graph icon. By doing this, we get to see all of our Vichaars in a sort of tree-like or web structure, where you can see how they sort of relate to each other, and where they sort of branch off as well. So for example, we're in this, where the orange dot is, that's where we are, and we can move back up to the Raajniti Vidya ones, look at the environment ones, or even read the whole Azaadis manifesto if you would like to. And again, you can just sort of like navigate along the tree structures and find out different Vichaars and what sort of sections they belong to. And for example, if you click on any of them as well, like let's say with this, the Divine Sword First Principles of the Khalsa, it will take you straight to the Vichaar as well, where you can start reading it here. At the top of most of the Vichaars as well, you'll see the authorship. So this one's by Aspiring Khalsa, and alongside their links to their Substack, Instagram, etc. We are seeking collaborators and contributions from the Sangat who can produce Vichaars if they pass our sort of like reviews and quality checks. We'd love to host your Vichaars in this Vichaar repository as well. Again, as I stated in the beginning, we're trying to build an advanced knowledge base on all things related to Sikhi, statecraft and more. So if you do have anything you'd like to submit here, please do get in touch. Another way to navigate the Vichaar repository itself is on the sidebar on the left, which you can maximize or minimize at will. So if you look at this Vichaar repository widget, you can see again the main domain headings, and if we can sort of like navigate through them as well and find the sort of Vichaars we were looking for. Another way to get involved with the Bunga as well is through our server board. So with this, I shall post various projects, either one-off projects or maybe more ongoing roles, that if you have some time and willing to volunteer with us, we would really appreciate it. And these are the kind of various things you can help the Bunga out with. And lastly, there's also a change log, and we'll use this to just track changes to the repository itself every time we add a new Vichaar, or you make changes to formatting or corrections, etc. What we want to really do is encourage debate and counter arguments as well. So if you see any of these Vichaars and stuff and you want to add to it, give your own perspective, or even produce a counter argument, then we'd love just to review that, and then we can branch off further from those Vichaars as well in time. But yeah, that's basically the Vichaar repository. This is going to be one of the main ways to store our Vichaars and outputs as a Bunga. And we encourage you guys to join this and utilize it. The more people sort of like have it on their systems, etc., the more robust we can keep a backup of this as well. There'll be other things as well which we'll utilize in time, but for now, this is going to be one of the main ways we are going to communicate with Vichaars, alongside Coda, which we've been using so far for be able to view them online. And yeah, so visit the website, get access to this, explore all the Vichaars that we have, and all the upcoming ones we are yet to add to. It'll be interesting to see how it grows over time, and see how more and more Vichaars will branch off, especially as we start seeing debate and disagreement happening in a professional manner, and it all being recorded in a way that we think is conducive towards providing a solid knowledge base that the Khalsa can use to inform its decision making in any future efforts in statecraft, whether that be starting from scratch or reforming existing systems. So yeah, that's it. Let me know if you have any questions, or if you'd like to contribute to this. Get in touch.